we're on. Buzzing. So, hello. I'm also live on TikTok if you're watching this on YouTube in the future. So if you see me referencing someone that doesn't make sense to the stream here, the feed here, then that's purely just because it's not on the feed here, it's on TikTok down here. Now, it's quite weird because I can see myself in two places, and both cameras are like better quality than what I, well, that's very zoomed in. This isn't zoomed in, but it's fucking clear because I've got two ring lights on to see what that's like. So I don't know where this is gonna go. It's just a live Q&A. I'll put the feed, or the link for the YouTube on Instagram stories. Let me just do that. See, I'd love to have all of this done beforehand, but I'm really not fucking tech savvy enough to do it and figure it out and manage to do it. I get the link. I can do that though. I can do the link. I'll put it in my Reddit as well. So feel free to ask questions, man. You ask questions, I'll answer them. There's, I'm gonna be sat here having a brew as well. Just fucking now it thinks I'm not even signed in. Right, we'll do it all the long way around. Yeah, fucking hell, that's shit, Shane. Not. But oh well, at least you found something. And if you found solace in me, mate, it couldn't have been, do you know what I mean? Fucking, I'm an idiot. If I'm making you feel better, then she couldn't have been that good, innit? For those on YouTube wondering, Shane's saying that my live streams give him a reason to go on. I think he may be being facetious, but I don't know. Let's see. You alright, Jazz? Snoring. That's the dog. That's Baz in the corner on the couch. You alright, Carolina? It wasn't Carolina one. It was Carolina. See, I remember some. Yeah, that's Baz snoring on the couch. Would you like? I can show you guys, Baz. They can't see Baz on YouTube, but because it means I've got to fucking pick the camera up and move that around. But I've gotten it where it needs. Nah, he's a boxer. See, I fucking remembered Carolina. Right, let's also post this. We'll post it onto Facebook as well. Though I feel like I may regret that. It would be nice. Is there a way to let me know if YouTube is working? That would be nice to know. Was Sid your cat the other day? You were speaking about it the other day, weren't you? And I showed you my cat that's called Sid. The head of a cat I've got on the wall called Sid. Yeah, Sid Vicious, living up to the name. Then. This is definitely picking up sound, isn't it? It must be. I'm pretty sure it's picking up sound. It looks like it's picking up sound. I know you guys can hear me. I'm pretty confident they can hear me as well. No one's joined though. I don't think anyone's joined. If you've joined, leave a comment so I know you're here. Otherwise, it's not much of a fucking Q&A, innit? But we'll see. Maybe no one will join it. Maybe it'll just be me and you four, you three. Fuck it. I'm still getting all of the links spread around though, so we'll see what's going on here. Right, I'll do. Let's see where that gets us. See if anyone comes and joins. Someone has. You're right. ZVRHGT. So again, we're trying these streams. That's a fucking shout, mate. Putting it into Discord. I always forget me Discord, man. I always forget that my Discord's got people who are actually fucking interested. I'll put it in the channel as well on Instagram. Doing a queue. And hey, if you're into that. Oh, you fucking idiot. What I realise now what I've just done. Bollocks. I've now deleted the thing. Yeah, man, you should back British farming. I agree with that. I grew up in a butcher shop, so you, it's mad how much meat travels around the world, really, innit? Goes all over the place. Right, now I'll put it into Discord. On here. On here. There we go. Nice one. Is that you that put it up in the Discord? Thanks for sharing. J-Dog, you're here at the start of a stream for once, mate. Well, if you ask questions or spur me along somewhere. Oh, fucking hell. Shalk's here, mate. Yes, Shalk. One of my favourite episodes of the podcast is going out tomorrow, Shalk. One of the ones that you can't really knock for having a lack of scientific integrity. It's the hidden messages in the first Pokemon film. All of the hidden messages I got when I watched it and made notes. Works out like a 2-hour episode for you guys, so it's it took me about 3 hours or 4 hours to record it, I think. No, actually, it didn't. It took me about 2.5. I think I edited it a little bit. Oh, the video version's on YouTube if you're interested already, but the audio one goes out tomorrow. Thank you, King Shrimp. Are you the one that was posting that meme about me on Instagram the other day? No. See, but you can't help but think though, Will. So those on YouTube, I'm going to have to relay what each people are saying, innit? You, Jazz, the YouTube is world around you. Just the same, just put that in. Same as my username. If you go on my username, go on the link on my page, scroll to the bottom of that link, you'll see the YouTube logo, which is the triangle in a square. You'll find it on there, man. You can come over and watch it on there. It's pretty much the same as this, except it's more of my head and you can't really see the microphone and my jumper. Oh, fair enough, King Shrimp. I thought that was you. There was a meme page with shrimp in the name. But that's alright. For the cherub. That's alright, Carolina. Thank you for paying. Have you seen the new one I've made? It's a bit bigger. It's like double the size. Just put it on the website. I've not put it up on here yet on the videos. I'll put a picture of it up on my Instagram though. With regards to your dairy farm, Will, you got to think though as well. Like there is a bit of a cheek about dairy farmers, isn't it? Like I think there's a lot of people that look at it thinking, oh yeah, you make this milk out of a cow, but when that milk goes off, you sell it as a curd, and when that curd goes off, you sell it as a yogurt or a cheese. Do you know what I mean? It's like an endless money loop in it, in the public's eyes. I think a lot of people think you're able to sell milk 3 or 4 times, innit? I am the pencil case guy, Sim. Yes, mate. Oh, well, I actually do remember that comment, King Shrimp, 'cause I don't think anyone else has said. So King Shrimp saying they'd like me to do a 1-hour video of me just saying rat pencil on a video, which I think that'd be a bit much for people, just saying rat pencil or rat pencil case, you know. But how long does it take to make one rat pencil case? You're looking at about a week and a half to 2 weeks with defrosting, skinning, drying, scraping, sewing. It takes. It's got like a drying process as well. It takes time, innit? That's why I don't make them that regularly. It's one of the benefits of joining my Patreon. Oh, let's add that 1 sec. Yeah, a little live adjustment, mate. This is what the beauty is of doing something on YouTube is, because I can add this. 1 second. Look at that, mate. Wait. And then we can make this smaller. Look at this, you're getting to see live adjustments, mate. How fucking lucky are you? There you go. Try and get used to join me Patreon as well. You can join it for free for 7 days, or you can just join it and give me £3 off the bat. Shalk's asking of all the social media sites been good. They have me actually. I'm now verified on Instagram, like proper verification as well, not the one that you pay for, which is nice. Verified on TikTok as well. Trying to get verified on Facebook, but it's not quite happening yet. I'm not sure why, because you would have thought if you was verified on Instagram, you'd be verified on Facebook and all, but doesn't seem to be the case. Twitter, I'm not overly asked about. I go up and down about Twitter, if I should get verified on it and that. But people don't look at me stuff. People don't really want to see pictures of dead rats on there, innit? Well, I'm not going to say it too much then, King Shrimp. I'll be sparing with it so you can pay attention, eh? But no temporary or permanent bans recently. Obviously, I'm permanently banned off of Imgur. I'm banned off of a lot of subreddits on Reddit as well. But not much else. Let me see what's been getting said on here. Oh, nice one, Will. What is it you got, Will? Is it one of the duckling's heads on a spring, or is it a ball flicker? Will's saying he's got something of mine on the dashboard of his tractor. I don't plan on stopping, Sim. I've been making this stuff for about 7 years now. I think it's very close to being very close to being 7 years since I made the rabbit toaster, which in my eyes is when I started to really believe I could do this as a full-time job, which is mad. You know, the success of that and the feedback I got online and stuff, I was like, I need to try to do this as a full-time. I am live on multiple platforms, ZVRH. I'm also live on TikTok, because I've got... It's hard to get people to watch me on YouTube, so I go live on TikTok every now and then as well. Probably more regularly than what I do on YouTube. I'm just trying to see if I can build the YouTube up, really, so that people find the longer videos on there. I am an artist, I guess, Jazz. I always thought about... When people would say, are you an artist and that, I always thought it made me seem pretentious or made me seem like a dickhead to say, oh, I'm an artist and that. But realistically, I am an artist, innit? Like, I know in my eyes, that does make me sound like a dickhead, but it is a good way to describe my job, because I make stuff that people decorate their houses and cars with and then sell it, which makes me an artist, I suppose. Artist always makes it seem, though, like you're trying to say something, innit? Like you're trying to say something fucking, intellectual or about your beliefs. I don't do it like that. I do that sort of stuff in my podcasts. But my beliefs aren't really like, we should end, we should stop this and we should stop that. My beliefs are more like these fucking monsters that we can't see moving around in the space around us, keeping an eye on us, things like that, which isn't really very social media friendly, is it? Do you know what I mean? So, Shalk saying Imgur turned into trash anyway. They got so strict. See, I've not been on it for years, Shalk, because they blocked me. I kept trying to get around it and that, trying to use fucking VPNs and that, but they weren't having it, mate. As soon as I started posting pictures of me taxidermy, just fucking account gone. They added... I'm pretty confident the rule that they added about posts of animal mutilation was because of me. So that's nice to have known I've had that lasting effect on a massive website. I'll scroll down on the comments now on... TikTok, sorry guys. Yeah, Big Man saying that is what Twitter's used a lot for. I thought Twitter would be good as a means of advertising the Grey Jogger Boy and the Grey Jogger Boy website and the Grey Jogger Boy page, like page for those on YouTube, the OF. But it's not even good for that, 'cause it's just full of bots, mate, that talk to you. I had to take it to dancing. Imagine your cat brings you back an injured rabbit, and you take it to a dance class afterwards. You'd look like a fucking lunatic. Full time, think again. What do you mean, Kit Armin? This is my full time job, man. I do this as a full time job. See, that's sometimes what I've thought. Big Man saying that they get to see things in it, but I don't know. Maybe what if dogs are just paranoid, mate? Like they've got this weird system in their head where they're like, oh fucking hell, I'm trapped here, and every now and then it just gets a bit much for them, because they're trapped in your house with you, and you're forced to live with this weird creature that, albeit they like it and they're happy with it, but they're still a bit fucking freaked out by it. But then every now and then they get a bit paranoid, it gets to them, and their head just snaps and they start barking at walls. Going to New York. Nice. Fucking, you should have took a sticker with you, mate. Popped a sticker somewhere. Alright, see you in a bit, Will. Will's milking at 3:30, he says. What else have we got? A rat sock, as in a sock made out of rats. It'd be hard to make it elasticated, king shrimp. It wouldn't really work very well. Is it King Shrimpy 4? Is that what you're going for with your name? Or is it King Shrimpy 5? Or King Shrimpiv? King Shrimpive? Shalk saying 2 or 3 criteria makes me call something art. Must take a degree of talent or effort. Must make you feel something even if it's just a chuckle. Must not involve your own genitals. Fair enough, mate. I think it's different for everyone, innit? I just like calling it taxidermy, innit? That's the easiest way. I've made stuff sometimes that isn't quite taxidermy and that, but normally there's something dead in there, innit? There's normally some part of an animal attached to something I've made. No, I can't give you a freebie, Alexandra, but you can join me Patreon for free for 7 days, mate. You get some exclusive content. You can watch a load of vlogs, listen to a load of podcasts that you can't watch or hear anywhere else. There's a link on my page. Gets you 7 days of summit for now, if that's any good to you, mate. Any new projects? I started working on an amalgamation last week. I've made a new cherubit, a new duck lad. You can see it on my website. You can see some of it on my Instagram. I've not posted the new bits to it. That Darth Maul that I posted a video of on TikTok earlier, that was a new thing I made last week. You can see that. It's only a very short video. That's on here. You can see that. ZVR8. We're going to call you ZVRHGT because I can't be arsed saying it. It's so Z. I get me dead animals from pet shops. They sell them frozen. So you can buy bags of frozen rats and frozen mice, chicks, hamsters, guinea pigs, rabbits, multi-mammates, ducklings sometimes. But I tend to get me ducklings from another taxidermist. King Shrimp the Third. Oh, okay. I can see that now. It's 2 before the 5. Fair enough. Yeah. So Shalks just said, reminded me. Okay, I could tell that. When I started going full time with it. Oh yeah. You can see it all in the Discord. If you join the Discord, you can see me new stuff each week. I post it into there once it's been listed on the website. Same as the channel on Instagram. I post them in there. The new stuff. Am I shouting? It feels like I might be shouting. It's because this music's getting louder and louder. And then that 3 is 3 in Rome. III 3 is 3 in Roman numbers, but 2V is creative, innit? That's good. That it got me asking what it was, innit? But yeah, so when I first started doing it full time, the taxidermy, I had to keep going and buying rats and mice, obviously, to be able to make stuff out of the rats and mice. And after about the 3rd time of going in a week and a half or 2 weeks, the guy who ran the shop was like, "Look, I can't sell you anymore, mate." And I was like, "Why? I'll pay, innit? It's fine. I don't mind. I'll pay. I'll buy less if you want me to buy less." He's like, "No, what is it you're doing with them? What is it you're feeding? Because whatever you're feeding with this, you're going to kill it. You can't just keep feeding it stuff because you like watching it eat. You think it's cool to watch it eat. You're going to kill whatever it is you're feeding." And I was like, "Mate, no. So you're going to think this is strange, but you might be somewhat relieved. But I'm actually turning them into fridge magnets and pencil cases and necklaces and ornaments that look like people, little rowing boatmen." And the guy was like, "You what?" Nah. And I showed him some pictures. And he was like, "Oh, fine, yeah, no worries. Here's a few for you." Whoa, that picture's gone creepy, hasn't it? What's going on here? If I go like that, there we go. Fucking hell, my face just started glowing white on the YouTube feed and my eyes glistening proper bright blue. Weird. I'm alright, Brahma. Just doing a bit of a Q&A, answering questions and bits like that, mate. I'm also live on YouTube. I'm hoping it gets the views up. If you could keep on YouTube and on, I don't know if you can keep liking on YouTube. I don't know if that does anything. Probably doesn't do anything, really, does it? If you can, leave a like on YouTube. That'd be nice if there's a few of yous watching. Maybe it'll push it then to more people who are subscribed to us. On TikTok though, if you could keep tapping like a little bit and get more people coming in, that'll get more people seeing me videos and that, which would be nice. And then we'll get, maybe we'll get a bit more of a community. We'll get asked weirder questions. Yes, Brahma, shove me on the telly, mate. That's fucking mint. I'm going to be on Brahma's telly, guys. For those of you that don't know, Brahma, I don't know who they are. But yeah, you'll find me on YouTube, man. Chuck us on there. Someone else has just joined the Discord. That's nice. Any pet shops banned me? No, but an old woman. Well, I'd say an old woman. It was an oldish woman apparently was campaigning to get me banned from a pet shop. Like one of the. I'm not going to advertise them for free, but if I say the name. But we can all think of a very large franchised pet shop in the UK. She was campaigning to get me banned from there. But obviously, that didn't happen. I don't even know how, obviously I've said this before, but I don't know how you'd even go about that. But I do love the idea of going in, and on the bulletin board next to the till is a sign that says Pet of the Week, and a picture of, some fucking idiot's cat, and then a picture of my face saying, under no circumstances serve this man. Which would be pretty good. It'd be quite a claim to fame. But I don't even know if that's properly true. But that was around the time when I was getting all the death threats and that off of old people and vegans and animal rights activists and that. So there was a lot of people just trying to be horrible to me for no real reason other than I make stuff out of rats. The goth women, yeah, big man thing. There was the goths as well. That became a podcast episode, that one, didn't it? Where all the people that were, all the goths that were angry with me. I think I'd posted it to a goth page on Facebook or a goth group, and they just went fucking mental. They fucking hated it, mate. I was shocked. I was so surprised, man, because I thought goths like dead stuff. I thought they'd be all over taxidermy, but nah. I can't quite see what. I'm just going to put a smiley face in the chat on YouTube, just so I can just read that message from Cash, because it was getting blocked by my emoji button. What did you think when I first did taxidermy? What did I think? I don't understand the question. Like, what did I think of doing it? No, I'm not doing that, Zed, because it's just going to cause me shit, mate, and people will try and get me banned off places and stuff, and they'll mither me and that, and I don't really want that. What did I think when I first had taxidermy? I thought, I can do this, but I wasn't like freaked out or grossed out by any of it, because I was a butcher. The very first mouse I did was just practice for fun at my mum's house in a garden, so I think the insides probably just went in a bin or in a little like garden fire, the innards and that. Thank you for the follow, Kono Diadar. So that's probably what happened with them. No, it didn't make me feel weird, Cash. I didn't mind. So I did a butcher. I started working in a butcher's when I was about 14 or so, or maybe just before 14. Just as a Saturday lad, doing like minimum, like time, a small amount of hours, just doing a bit of cleaning and learning the odd bit of the trade and that. And carried it on for a while, and that's how it came about. I thought I can do that because I was good at butchering animals. I thought I'd be good at taxidermy more than likely. You want to get as much skin off the meat as possible normally when you're selling it in a shop, and you want to get as much skin off the meat, as much meat off the skin when you're selling the taxidermy. You don't want any meat on the skin, do you? Because it will go fucking gammy. So, it's transferable skills, isn't it? My educational degree, 3D design. So I got a 2-1 in 3D design. But I got in, the universities had a go at me because I got in the newspapers while I was still at uni a couple times over the taxidermy. and I wasn't allowed to mention the university in newspapers or anything. They didn't want to be mentioned about it, so they never get mentioned in anything like journalistic wise or articles and that, because they get funny and they get upset. They're not proud at all or anything. Like, we had other old students had come back in. They'd bring old students in to talk to us who had been, or they had a little exhibition or something that they'd probably paid to do, and then they didn't really like that I'd done everything off my own back and just got lucky. I don't think they liked that I'd gotten lucky, if that makes sense, really. Yeah, Cash Me Gold is saying, did you find you've got an interesting following from this? Interested in as if in a group you didn't know or think were about. Um, not so much that I didn't think were about, but there is quite a wide spectrum of people that follow me across accounts. So TikTok's very varied, YouTube's very varied. Facebook is not usually blokes that mostly older blokes now that seem to only be interested in me groin. Instagram's quite varied, but it's always fluctuating, mate. So sometimes it's like 18 to 25-year-olds, and then sometimes when I look at my statistics, it's like maybe 45 plus, and it'll just change constantly. Whereas you see a lot of people because when I watch videos sometimes trying to learn how to use your statistics and that to be able to reach people better and be able to just use social media more effectively, but it changes all the time. Who's watching my stuff changes, and the reasons why they're watching seems to change. Some people just find me funny. Some people are American and just like listening to my accent. Some people like the taxidermy and don't wish I wouldn't talk. Some people wish I wouldn't talk, show the taxidermy, and would just stand around and jump around in grey joggers. It's a bizarre variety of followers in it across the board. There's no real way to describe it. The group. It's not even so. Cash is saying, "Hey, when the groin joined the videos, I knew the following and engagement would fly up, make that bag meat. It wasn't on purpose, Cash Me Gold. I'll lean into it a little bit now, but it was never intentional. It just so one day one guy just went, whoa, look at that, and then suddenly, fucking loads of people just went, yeah, that's why I watch, and everyone then just within a day." Everyone that had followed me was just going, yeah, that's why I watched on Facebook, and then it just grew and grew and grew from that on Facebook, which is insane. Sorry, I've not been looking at the TikTok questions. Sorry, guys. Oh no, I have. Oh, nice big man thing. Get yourself some mealworms, mate, to clean the bones off. It's a good way to clean the bones off. Quite cheap as well. Yeah, Baz is snoring on the couch. Gotta keep. I'm gonna throw some likes on myself on TikTok. Don't leave it all to big man ting. If you're watching on TikTok, go on, chuck a few likes on and not. Just keep slapping your thumb off the screen so it feels like you're gonna get some form of rheumatoid arthritis or RSI, and then give up just short of that. Or if you really like me, do it just after the pain, so you can be like, oh yeah, I can feel something good about myself now because I'm in a bit of pain. I feel nice now. I feel like I've earned something because I'm hurting. And it might get more people into the stream. Share the streams if you can. That helps if you can share the live streams. Even if you just save the link or send the link in an email to yourself. I know it's a lot of hard work to do that, or even if you just post it. Maybe what we should do is make a little group, a little page in my Discord where we just can all just spam the link to my stream inside, so it ups the amount of shares. See if we can trick the system that way. I do have pets, Cash. I've got a cat and I've got a dog, but I wouldn't taxidermy them because I think it'd upset me missus. I've got a stranger's cat's head on my wall, a couple of butterflies on the walls. I've got a jar of cow's teeth over there, a pot of a load of stuff I've made out of mouse testicles and hearts over there. Thank you, Big Man Ting. Nice one, Big Man Ting. Yeah, that works, guys. Do that. Send me the live. That works. Then you're not irritating people. Plus, it shares the live. It might get more people in. That's a pretty good idea, that. Do we have any more questions? You know, not to keep trying to drag questions out of you, but if you have questions, you know, ask questions and trying to do it as a Q&A. I'll probably try and do this semi-regularly, just to up the amount of views I'm getting in live streams and up the amount of views on videos and stuff, you know. And so more people know who I am and stuff and recognise me gear and that and recognise me. So they see me face and it's like, oh, that's that guy that makes stuff out of rats. I'll see what else he's been making recently. Lucifer's asking if I'm Irish. Nah, I'm English, mate. I grew up in Manchester in England. Where are you from? Cash is asking if I've got a plan of what else I might branch out into. So last year I started getting into buying oddities and antiques from that other, you know, obviously other people have made. And then I sell them now at a stall from a stall in Dorset. Branched out into that. I write books, Cash. I'm currently from tomorrow I'll be live on YouTube a little bit because I'll start illustrating my 5th book. So I've got 4 books out. Got podcasts, Truth Seeking and World Around You's podcast, 2 separate series. Do the taxidermy. I think that's it. Oh, I got the OF. You know, there's all sorts. I don't know what else I'd branch out into, really. Just if something comes up, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I'll give that a go. See where that goes. You know, I think I do enough, though. There's a lot going on constantly, which I like. Yeah, it's nice to constantly have stuff to do, innit? Shalk's asking, did I ever tell you about the guy? No, you didn't, Shalk. Pop that in the comments and that'll be probably a nice story for me to read to the people on TikTok. Someone's asking for a sneak peek of the 5th book. I did put one on Patreon. So you can see, yeah, there's a 7-day free trial on my Patreon. So if you join my Patreon, you'll get a little sneak peek. But why not? Give me a second and I will find it on here and I will read you a little bit of one of them. So the idea behind it is it's to do with idioms. And it's like, where did idioms come from historically? And I'm just making it all up. So pick a page number. To the first person to say a number from 5 to... Pick a number between 5 and 81. Let's see who gets a number to us first. We got 12. Brahma's gone for 12. So we'll go for page 12. Give me a second. I don't know what they are. I don't remember. Is that page 12? That's page 19. Page 13. How the fuck did... Okay, page 12. Rule of thumb. If I pause, it's because I've not read back through these yet, so they might not be written very well. Right, okay, well, we'll do 12 and then we'll do 69, obviously, and then that'll be it. Rule of thumb. Before the invention of portable tape measures, it was common for people to use their thumb to measure distance and height by getting a known length, say a co-worker or a cart, maybe even the height of a horse. Then they would step backwards or forwards until the item looked the same length as their thumb when they held out at arm's length. The thumb would then be used to measure how many thumbs that unknown item or distance is, and then they'd be able to use simple mathematics to work out the size by multiplying the amount of thumbs by the size of the original known length. So it's like a rule of thumb, like rule as in ruler. And then we've got 69. Is it this one? Nope. This one. 69 is quite a good one. I quite like 69. So, page 69. A shot in the dark. When people thought they had a home intruder in the night, they'd drink spirits before the confrontation for courage. This was eventually replaced with clutching at claw hammers and cricket bats. That's where the term "a shot in the dark" comes from. And Zed's asked for page 13. So we'll go for 13. Oh, thanks, Cash. Alright, Cash, I'll see you in a bit, mate. Thanks for coming in for a bit, man. I'll read page 13, because then we've had one from YouTube at least, and obviously someone was bound to say 69. Page 13. The ball is in your court. So the book, if you've just joined, the book's a bunch of idioms that are real idioms, and then I've made up the historical the etymology of where that phrase has come from, which is what etymology means. I didn't mean to be patronising. Anyway, the ball is in your court. Stately homes used to host extravagant parties known as balls. These balls were also to marry off the younger people in the local families in order to control and manipulate business between the families. Sometimes to try and prevent the equivalent of a wrinkle-collared turf war from breaking out. The host of the party would lay out the terms of the occasion, entry requirements, dress code, style of mask the ballers had to wear, etc. Everybody would be agreeable to the terms because they knew the ball was in their court, which was often the location these fancy parties took place, the courtyard. So there you go, there's a little sneak peek of my new book, which I'll hopefully have out by the end of April. I'm hoping. Thank you, Liam. What else did I miss from here? That's mad, Letty. How am I an icon in your family? What's made me an icon in your family? With Kev. I didn't want it with Kev. I don't think I had Kez. I think I was calling him Kev. The reason it stopped, Jay, is I record, so I was a bit, the best word for it probably is manic. So I was a bit manic and I recorded however many of them I did, so that's 6 or 7 of them. And then I couldn't remember how to do that voice anymore. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get back to the voice. I need to listen to them and get back to the voice, and I'll try and do more. But I just made them all up off the top of my head in about, I sat here for 4 hours just recording them. You're right, CR. Thank you for chucking likes on, guys. Keep chucking some on, man. It seems to help, apparently. I don't know if it actually is. I'll try and do more, Jay. I will try. I enjoyed them. They were fun. I need to edit down some of the cameo shows as well. But I think I can make about 5 more cameo episodes off the amount of cameos I've got sitting, going, spare in my folders that I haven't used for shows as well. But it's just finding the time to do it. The book takes up a lot of time, really. And the camera's doing that weird thing again, making me glow. There we go. I don't know how to stop that. Let's see if I mess with this one a little. Oh, is that better? Is that better? Or that's clear? Obviously not better. Oh, there we go. What about that? Bit of light from either side. Yeah, that's one of the cameo shows, Big Man Ting. So if you scroll down a lot, I don't know how many you've got through, but if you scroll down a lot further, you'll find the what are they called? What did I call them? Celebrity B&E. Yeah, Jay, I like to keep busy, man. I'm always doing stuff in it. There's a new episode of a podcast out tomorrow, which is the hidden messages I found in the first Pokemon movie, which is like an 1.5 hour long show, which I'm hoping you'll enjoy. You can listen to that from tomorrow. It goes out at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, see, I quite enjoyed them, Big Man Ting, the Celebrity B&E. Thank you, Zed. There's another 4. You can read them if you join the Patreon. They're included in your Patreon subscription, or you can what's it called? Fuck me, it's just gone blank, mate. Or you can download them from my website or Amazon, or buy them as paperbacks if you're interested. Oh, speaking of, weird news-wise, I can't talk about too much because I'm on TikTok as well. But did you see that news story about that guy in San Francisco with the gorilla in the zoo, and he lost his job? You can all speculate in your own heads as to why he lost his job, for what he was doing with or to the gorilla. But yeah, the guy lost his job for messing about with a gorilla. I'll have a look now, Shalk. So Shalk sent in a weird news story. Check weird news. So Shalks just sent me a story. You'll have to work that one out, Sabine. The big man thing's pretty much worked it out. Yeah. I can't find the article, but my mother-in-law told me about it. So, unless she's made it up. She may have just made it up just as a way to wind me up, sort of as a joke. Because I'm always lying to her about things that have happened in the news. So maybe she was just getting her own back. But it was a good story regardless. But you could probably find it on Google if you look for it. So, we've been... No, I'll just read this. This might be a bit much for people, though, eh, Shalk? So Shalk sent me a story of a guy who ate his own foot in a taco. Today's conversation is one I've been looking forward to. Ever since I first came across the story, as you might know, I've said in the past that one of my goals for this show is to never be boring, and today's topic fits perfectly within that goal. My guest's name is Shiny. I don't want to read someone's transcript. So this guy wanted to eat human meat. Okay. Fucking hell. Is that a piece of his foot? Mate, that's mental. So this guy looks like he's chopped off a piece of his own foot, diced it up. Yeah, he's having it with some onions and some peppers. This is fucking grim. Yeah. That's mad, Shalk. I'll have a proper look at that and I might cover it in a Patreon episode. So on Patreon there's loads of little bonus podcasts as well. Oh, I've not been harvesting onions today, Tom. I got no idea, Sabina. It doesn't say, but most people say it tastes like pork. If you look at it though, the picture, it looks like venison because of the way it looks so fibrous. Or a very sort of like fresh beef. Oh, I need water. Really, I want to drink something quite sweet though. I had quite a salty tea. My mouth's dry as fuck. You like quirky and weird? Why am I leaning on the illegal? What, me? Nah, I'm not. Not by talking about that. Reading a news article about someone that tried to chew up their own foot. Or the guy that was doing stuff with gorillas. Either way, it's not to do with me. I'm merely a vessel for the truth, Sabina. My Discord alludes to people who like playing with gorillas, does it? Where's this? Yeah, but in my Discord as well, you can all use the emoji of Jimmy Savile's face to be like, hey, to give each other a little thumbs up. You can use a Savile's face. So if you want to join the Discord and be able to Savile each other. Did you leave the Discord, Sabina? Because you were in the Discord, weren't you? Yeah, there we go. Z's just sent a Savile into the Discord. Alright, Sabina. Fair enough, mate. Grim. Oh, well, never mind. You're not into the podcast, then I take it. It's a shame, Sabina, because you've stuck around for quite a while. But everyone's got the line in the sand, man. Enjoy it from afar, mate, if that's the case. Leave this Discord, and then just enjoy me stuff from afar. This is the thing, innit? You know, you'd be like, oh, you draw the line at illegal stuff. I don't know what's illegal. I don't know if you've misunderstood what I've been saying, Sabina. I don't know. You don't like to discuss illegal things. Is that what you're saying? Don't know. Not sure what's going on here. I don't really do custom pieces, CZ. Not really, man. Very, very rare. Very rare. Don't really like doing it unless people have very specific, but most of the time I just say no before they even ask. Just because I don't want the hassle of it, mate. Ah, we've lost Sabina, guys. She used to be like the bit of sunshine in the Discord, who would occasionally post pictures of cats. Not many other people really interact in the Discord. Not many people get involved. So it was just me posting weird news articles, pictures of me work, links to me podcast, Sabina's cats. And then she doesn't like, but she doesn't like the talk of a fella eating his foot and a guy messing with a gorilla. And which is fair enough that she hasn't been able to emoji each other with a Jimmy Savile picture, like a black and white picture of Savile's face. It's just fair enough. She wouldn't have liked the podcast, I suppose, which is a shame. But, you know, never mind. Do we have any more questions? If you're watching on TikTok as well, can you try and share the live, even if you just send it to me on Instagram, or send it to me on here, or send it to one of my alt accounts on Instagram, or send it to someone that would actually be interested, though I don't know who would, but just in watching me sitting here talking to myself, maybe people would be into that, I don't know. One of the weirdest things I've seen on the internet, Shalk, like, it was like a news story, but it was more so the guy kept posting photographs of the stages of it working. It was a guy basically turning himself into a eunuch using a system of elastic bands, which was pretty grim. It was an horrible thing to read. Like, just pretty dark. Brahma. So am I on your telly now, Brahma? Did you carry on watching? Or was that you, Cash? Was Cash Brahma? Are you... I'll look straight down the camera. Are you there, Brahma? They're behind the couch. They're behind the couch, Brahma. My most viral video or news article. There's a few on Instagram that have had millions of views. Like, fucking a lot. I could tell you though, I can look. You'll have to give me... Baz! 1 sec. Oi! Stop, wake up, and stop doing that. Put some medicine in your eye. Fucking hell. He's just fucking scratching his, trying to scratch his eye out. Those of you that do follow and everything and keep along with, like, things I say not to do with the taxidermy and that he had eye surgery, so still a bit nervous about his eye and him messing with it. Right, the most viral video on YouTube is seems to be a video on YouTube called "Watch Me Stick This Pencil Up a Rat's Arse," and then that's 31,000 views, like 10 seconds long, so not great, but you know, it's all right. The dog's scratching his eyeball with his little side claw. I don't want him to damage it. And then on TikTok, you want to know the most common video on there, the most popular video on there is I presume the one at the top. I'm guessing they're not in order on there. It doesn't give you them in order. But the most obvious one that looks like the highest is 17.7 million views from a few years ago, which was annoying because it was in a time where I'd been banned from the monetization thing on TikTok, which it used to have a big habit of doing. If a video was going to do well or was doing well, you'd get removed off the monetization thing for a bit, which was annoying. Oh, I think she's left anyway, Shulk. But you can post pictures of your pets in there if you want. Yeah, put it in the weird news thing, Shulk. That's what it's for. It'd be nice if people were using the Discord. As long as it isn't, I don't want to see videos of the stuff. Don't put anything in there that's fucking ropey. If they're actual news articles or things like that, or, Reddit AMAs and stuff, that's probably fine. People don't have to read it. Yeah, fair enough, Brahma. It could be. I did get a verified Jensen about a few weeks ago. I think I've seen that big man thing. Became a meme, did it writing underneath stuff. This is what you would look like if you were this or that. Oh, nice one, Brahma. Thank you. Did you see? So, you missed it then, Brahma, when I was getting close to the camera for you. Z's asking how long do you see yourself doing taxidermy for? I'm happy to just keep doing it till I'm bored of it, mate, to be honest. I honestly thought I'd probably be bored of it by now and would have moved on to something else, but I haven't. I've not got bored of it and I haven't moved on to something else. I make new stuff and different stuff to what I used to make. And it varies what I'm in the mood to make, but I like different aspects of it. It's nice. It's just a nice thing to do. Oh, fucking, you got an itch there. It's loose hair. I find it very relaxing because it's so repetitive. Certain aspects of it are nice, like scraping the insides of the rats out, and that is nice. It was there, wasn't it, Brahma? That's where it was. I knew it was there. The bears, the teddy bears. Yeah, people like the teddy bears. I'd like to make more, but I got all of those. But the teddy bears I used for that, I got a load of them from a car boot of some little kid that was selling them. He had a carrier bag full of all the same type of teddy bear. And I was like, how much do you want for these? And the dad was like, oh, give us 10p a bear. And I was like, I counted them and it would have been like fucking, I think £3 or something for them. So I gave the little kid a tenner. I was like, yeah, I'll have that. These are mint. There you go. I've not found any since. The most enjoyed book that I've done, Z, is 50 Ways to Torture a Sloth. So this one's been, well, it's a toss-up. So the one that gets the best, fucking hell, give me a second. The one that gets the best feedback is this one, How to Date an Antique Table, A Lover's Guide, which you can see there as well. So how to date an antique table, how to get your end away with an antique table or a chest of drawers. But the best selling one is this one. But people don't really give me much feedback on 50 Ways to Torture a Sloth. But people seem to buy it more for some reason. That's just more accessible than a book about shagging tables, which I guess kind of makes sense. But what are you on about, 01? Yeah, I've got a couple already, old taxidermy rabbits at work, which I've been using to make stuff like that necklace of the rabbit's foot and that I put a video up of, I think, on here today. If not, I'll put it on Instagram. I can't remember what I posted. I'm trying to post everything at different times on everything, so I don't know what I've posted anywhere. I don't know if you can get your end away with a queen ant. You could try. They might bite it. They can be lucky. If I remember right, when I researched it for the podcast I did about it, well, the radio show I did about it, for a rabbit's foot to be lucky, I think you've got to get a priest or something like that to dismember the rabbit over a certain type of person's grave. Not like certain type as in race, but like a certain type as in, I think they had to be a holy person, like a nun's grave or something, but I could be wrong. In the old days, the rat's heart, I'd still put rat's hearts in stuff. 01100001. We'll call you binary. I still do that sort of stuff, binary. I didn't do any last year because I was a bit busy with other things, and I couldn't get access to resin either. My resin supplier's using different resins, and it doesn't quite work very well. Call you Hungrat33. Okay, why not? Leave a load of likes then, Hungrat33. Leave a load of likes on the live and share the live, and I'll try and remember to call you out. Let's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing. Yeah, that's fair enough. He's saying that he thinks it's reasonable not wanting to give feedback on a book about torturing sloths. But people don't. Some people say, "Oh, it was funny. It made me laugh." But other people are like, "Oh, you know, they just don't say anything." I overheard at my stall in Dorset. I overheard a teenage girl saying to her mate, "Come and have a look at this book about torturing sloths. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen," which was quite a nice bit of feedback, to be honest. Scratching for a morsel. Scratch the screen then, Hungrat33. So leave a few likes. See if it spreads the live around. Thank you. I still make them, Hungrat. I'm still making them, man. The pencil cases. I make all sorts, man. That's the thing though now, because I don't know, I seem to make a lot of different stuff. I like to try and make different things all the time now, rather than keep making the same things. It sent me a bit mad after a while, just making pencil cases and rat mouse earrings every day, all day. As much as I like repetitive activities, it's nice to be able to make different things. The rat pencil cases are 85 plus postage, but I don't have any at the minute. But if you join my Patreon, one of the features of that is you'll get a message to tell you when the next one's going to be made available on the website. So if you join for £1 or more, you'll get the message. You'll also get access to the podcast on there and the bonus podcast and vlogs. Any other creations? Yeah, man, there's loads. Have a little scroll through my page, Hungrat. You'll see all the new stuff. I made a Darth Maul with out of rat tails. The lightsaber was made from rat tails. That's the newest video on here. A load of new ornaments, which are pieces of animal. Just click on my username on here. Tap the username, and then have a scroll, man. I think you might even be able to swipe the screen that way, but I could be wrong. Stud earrings. The eyes don't do very well, big man thing, really. The eyes just sort of turn to mush, mouse eyes and rat eyes. That's why I use baby chicken eyes for a lot of stuff. They keep the shape and you can tell that they're an eye. They look the part, innit? Rabbit eyes as well. Rabbit eyes look fucking mint. And the tongues do. Rabbit tongues are well good, because they're quite long as well. Lengthy. You wouldn't think a rabbit's tongue would be so lengthy, but it kind of goes into the back of your throat, innit? So they are quite sizable. What do you mean? No store? No, you go on my website. The link on my page. It's not a TikTok store. I've tried, but you can't do it yet in the UK. So you got to use the link on my page at the top of the page. You see the Linktree link. You tap that, and it'll give you the link to my website and that. One sec. Stay with us, Hungrat. I'll show you on this screen here. So, wait. You see that bit there, where it says Linktree/World Around You. That bit there, that'll get you there. You see what's on there. Don't do it then, Shulk. Don't. If you're nervous about it, man, don't do it. If you think it's going to freak people out. And it might start us down a slippery road on there of people posting really weird shit on there. Send it, he wants to read it. Can I make... Ah, fuck it, pop it in weird news, mate. As long as it's factual and it's not like perverted or out like that or illegal, then yeah, it can go on there, I guess. I don't know. How bad is it? Do you know what I mean? God, I'm still thirsty, man. Proper salty tea. Give us a second. Proper dry mouth. People find it disturbing, Z, because it's something like it's a rat's head attached to things, isn't it? Disembodied animals. People aren't used to it. Yes, Brahma's really chucking the likes down here. I'll join in with you, Brahma. See if we can get it to 10,000 likes and see if that makes the live stream shown to more people. What happens if I share the live feed myself? No, I think I've just fucking closed the live stream. Don't know what's happened. I don't know what I've done to the... There we go. Well, I won't do that again. I won't share the stream myself because it closes the app down. I thought I'd close the stream then. See, it's not... I don't think it's... I spank me gimps here as well, mate. You used to join all the streams on here, man. Hello? Ah, it's just mint that people have just come back. That's nice. It's not that disturbing. I think I've made worse stuff now. Well, I say worse, but better, but, you know, weirder since. Excuse me. The story continues in the comments section. Has anyone got any more questions? Let's change up this music now. This is becoming a bit fucking... a bit much for me. What's this? Let's have a little bit of a change of mood. It is quite nice seeing that people return to the live streams though. Obviously it'd be nicer if more people would join them, but you know, it is nice thinking people think, oh yes, he's live, let's join. Did you have a look then, Hungrat33? I can see you back. I don't know. I don't really know of other things to say. Should I read some of? Should I just read some of this book to you that I wrote? Business Mouths and Chicken. Which chicken? The canvases. They're on canvases, then, man. Chick with a duck. You like the chick with a duck, do you? Yeah, the chick with a duck's good, mate. I make them quite regularly now, them. The bobbly tits. So yeah, there's I'll show the picture on YouTube because it's okay to show it on YouTube. It might get banned on TikTok. So there's a woman getting a massage and she's getting oil rubbed on her arse cheek. There's your antique table getting a massage, and obviously to show that it's naked, it's pitching a tent under a towel. So that's a dating idea for you and your table, a couple's massage.
An antique table may not mind elbows on them after all. Maybe not the ideal first date, and not good if you get jealous or if you worry that your antique table would get jealous of the masseuse that's rubbing your body. But if you'd like a rub down antique table, then a couple's massage is perfect. If you can arrange it, make sure you bring some hand towels instead of bath towels so that you can get a good look at each other. A couple's massage allows you to learn about your antique table too. Whilst they're talking to their masseuse, you can show off your impeccable listening skills by involving yourself in their conversation. This is also showing the antique table that you are only interested in them and you don't want to get to know your masseuse. Nah, the chick with the duck is 30. They're sold out anyway. Hunger at 33. You could go fishing. You could go fishing with your antique table. There you are. There's a man that's gone fishing with his antique table. We've got messages, comments again. You can't really feed a rat the snake meat because of the chemicals it can get on it and that. It'd be bad for the snake. It'd end up like doing the snake harm, really. Oh, nice one, Zed. Oh, I'm glad you've stuck around for an hour, mate. I've used some of the rat meat by attaching it to fish and that and setting it in resin to make the fish look like proper full-bodied creatures. I did do the illustrations Power Ranger, yeah. Well, I'm not gonna. The price isn't gonna change, man. There's all sorts on the website though. Hunger at 33, and there's always new stuff every week, man. There's different stuff. Have a look at the ornaments, man, and the tufty heads. You might like the tufty heads. See you in a bit, man. Oh, thank you. So fishing, going fishing with your antique table. So again, I'll just remind you of what the picture looks like. There's the picture. So you can get this, you can read this book by joining me Patreon for £3 a month, or you can download this from my website as an ebook for £2.50, or you can download it. It is live, Lilb 00M01. This is live. It's 1 minute to 11 at night on the 24th of March. Your name is LILB00M01. Big Man Tings on YouTube as well now. Look at this. Do you have a question, Lil B? Right, I'll read this. Fishing, sitting, chatting, nature. What's not to like? Bring a couple chairs, bottle of champagne, flask of coffee, strawberries, sweet corn and half a tin of Spam. Set your rods up and try to catch a fish. You don't have to eat the fish or even kill it. This might upset your antique table if you start cracking fish over the tops of their heads. It might be nice to help your antique table reel in a big fish. You can increase the chances of this happening with a little bit of preparation. Throw sweet corn, bread and Spam into the water you're going to fish. Not only will this bring in more fish to where you're fishing, but it's also helping you get your eye in to cast your rod. If you can catch a couple large fish the day before and tether them to a line in the middle of the water, you'll also increase your chances of catching a larger fish. You can also act the hero and untie the fish after some barbarian came along and tangled up a fish in a system of hooks and net. Antique tables love an animal lover. Lil Boom. Oh, Lil Boom. My first experience taxidermying, I did it in my mum's back garden on her old dining table, glass dining table, while my pet goose watched. Skinned a mouse with my girlfriend. She helped me a bit and then just watched because it took quite a long time. We were doing it into the night, and ended up doing it by candlelight in the end. I had to throw that piece away though, probably last year, because my cat wrecked it and took it and dumped it in the dog's water bowl. So I hid it in the cupboard and it just didn't really recover very well. So I had to throw him away, unfortunately. I'd have liked to have kept it forever because it's a nice memory associated with it, but I have got pictures of it and that's saved, and for a university project I used them for. What's another page we should go for? What's you could go scuba diving. Yeah. Where's the rabbit toaster at? It's sold ages ago, Rachel. Years ago. The month I made it, about 7 years ago. It's in some. As far as I'm aware, it's in some house somewhere in someone's kitchen because she lives with 2 vegans and a vegetarian, and she wanted to piss them off. There's going scuba diving with your antique table. Yeah, it worked, Brahma. So I detached all the wires and took the plug off and broke it down in the inside so that you could never come home pissed and use it, because otherwise you'd just burn your house down with it. Scuba diving. Show your unending strength and make a splash. You'll want all the equipment and be familiar with it. Going blue in the face won't half make you blush whilst you're exploring with your antique table. Antique tables don't tend to be produced with tannalised timber, but this will still be a great excuse to check out their tan lines. A trip to the beach may not be on the top of every antique table's bucket list, let alone deep-sea exploration. But though I think every antique table will appreciate touching the continental shelf at least once in their lives. A bonus of scuba diving is that swimming's a full body workout, so your body's going to look extra pumped when you get back in the boat. Your antique table will be particularly happy seeing those muscles, and you'll need those muscles because antique tables are notoriously buoyant. Oh, I don't commission the pencil cases, certified dumbass. They're just made when they're made. If you want a message to tell you exactly when one will be listed on my website, it's one of the benefits of joining my Patreon as a paid member. So whether you join for £1, £3, £6, £10 a month, yeah, whatever you decide is what you want to give, or $3, $6, $10, sorry, whatever you decide, that's one of the benefits of joining. On every tier is you get a message say when the next pencil case will be made available down to the exact minute. I think most of the people that I've gotten the recent ones have been Patreon subscribers. How about we read some chat-up lines to use with antique tables? Are you one of the judges? You're not? Well, can I come on the panel? Yeah, it's a nice little, because panels are on antique tables, isn't it? It's a little dirty joke about trying to chat up a table. Liboom is now asking if I'm schizophrenic. No, I'm not schizophrenic. Why do you think I'm a schizophrenic? I don't think I am. I've never been tested. I would presume I would know by now. I would have thought, being nearly 30, I think the signs would be there. I mean, I have written some weird books, and I constantly write lies on my phone and produce podcasts which are full of misinformation and lies and well-researched misinformation. But I don't think I'm a schizophrenic. I'm not trying to be either. That was a true story about the mouse. I don't know what you mean, man. We'll see what they say. People on TikTok don't really seem to like the book reading stuff. So a lot of them, well, a good bunch of them left when I started reading my book, so we'll knock that on the head. And I might do it as an audio book at some point. So Lil Boom, with the truth-seeking stuff, what era of truth-seeking are we listening to? Right, okay, so the Mr. Glass wasn't talking to me as such. It was that it's hard to explain, man. I watch films and I feel like, to me it feels like a lot of films and TV shows are just propaganda, but not all the time. It doesn't feel like that all the time. So I go through phases, if you like, of where that seems to happen, if that makes sense. It's not a constant thing, and now I do it on purpose. And since I've started doing it on purpose to be able to, like tomorrow's episode of World Around You's pod is that's about the very first Pokemon film, Mewtwo Strikes Back. So the Mewtwo Strikes Back episode that goes out tomorrow is on the other feed that isn't truth seeking, the one that's called World Around You's podcast. And on that, I purposely watch it and make notes of all the hidden messages I can find and the tenuous links to various conspiracies and stuff that flag up in my head and things that happened since the film came out that it links to and things like that. Because my brain just does it naturally anyway, but it doesn't do it all the time. And certain things can make it not stop but quieten down, I suppose. But it gets worse sometimes or better, whichever way you want to describe it. But yeah, the number thing, I was seeing that number everywhere, 1911, for year and a half, everywhere. Graffiti written on placards, scribbled on signs, on the walls, on the floor, and they were real, because I was asking people, is that real? And they'd be like, yeah, mate, yeah, just ignore it. I'm like, alright, sound. So I was curious in it, as if, like, am I going mental? But that was years ago, though, that was like when I was seeing that, I must have been 18, 19. Thank you, Z, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. I'll see you in a bit, mate. Z's off now. Listen to, Prostate Kate, yeah, the newest episode of Truth Seeking is called Prostate Kate, if you're interested. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's like you just start to notice something that's everywhere. It's like, but you could say the same about when you get a car. Then you see that make and model of car everywhere, whereas before, and you never noticed it before. You start to notice it, and you notice it everywhere. I understand that aspect of it, but it does get weird when it's constant. And I don't really believe in gematria and that. I find it funny to go on about it in truth seeking sometimes, but I don't really believe in it. But I think you'll enjoy truth seeking. If you enjoyed, you've got loads of them to listen to as well. There's I think there's 60 episodes. Truth Seeking's got its own Patreon as well. Patreon.com/truthseeking with exclusive episodes on there. £3 a month gets you, I think there's 6, maybe 5 episodes on there that you can only listen to on there. Excuse me. My solo Patreon's got about 250 bonus episodes on it, and video versions of the other shows as well. Just so you know. Alright, everyone seems to have left the TikTok stream now. There's a few people still here though, actually. It keeps flashing down to 1, then nothing, then 3. So I don't know if there is actually people here or not, but fuck it. There we go. Got it to 8,000 likes. Look at that. It'd be nice if I could find a way to make these interactive, these streams. I might start streaming, playing the odd game or something. Just playing Pokemon Showdown or something. That might be good. People might enjoy that. Have a little chat while I play it. Answer questions. But I thought it might be nice to do a little Q&A. I think I might knock it on the head though now. I think that might do, because I started it at about 9:30. Been on for now an hour and 20 minutes. Well, I'm going to have to take a picture of that comment there, Lil Boom, and send that to Jimmy, because he'll probably laugh at me. That's not to say that it's funny that it's happening to you, but as you can tell from truth seeking, that's the sort of feel that, we take the piss out of each other kind of thing. But I think he will find it funny that someone who's genuinely schizophrenic is like, oh yeah, you fucking, I have that as well. Because as you've probably, I don't know how many you've listened to, but quite a lot of people, Lil Boom, think I'm autistic as well. So, but again, I've never been diagnosed for that or properly tested. So, but a lot of people seem to believe it and seem to have taken it upon themselves to tell other people that I am in comments and stuff. So on here and in live streams in the past. So, See, there we go, Little Boom. Very nice. 2 or 3. Oh, mate, you got loads. Have you tried World Around You's podcast yet? This one here at the bottom of the screen. Here, World Around You's podcast. I can't stretch my hand over here. It disappears for you, doesn't it? But all right, Shulk. Thanks for joining the stream, man. I'll see you in a bit, mate. Hopefully, I'll see you in another one in the future at some point. I have done fish, Lil Boom. I'll tell you what I'll do is if I move this up here and that up there a little, this up here. Oh, let's move this over here, this over here. Put that there, that there. Right, I'll get some. Yeah, it should be on Apple Play. It should be. I'm pretty sure it is. You should find it on there. If you search World Around You, it should come up. Right, I'll get a little thing on. What I'll do is I'm going to end the TikTok stream. So if you're watching on TikTok and you want to carry on watching, and maybe you want to see some photographs of old work, go and join the YouTube stream. Because I'm gonna do a little slideshow kind of thing of some of the old work, and show it off on there a little bit before I go. So I'll see you in a bit, guys. Come on over to YouTube. Right, that's should be finished now. There we go. Right, let's see if I can. I should be able to do this while there's a. It's just finding the pictures. You'll have to bear with me a minute while I find some. But so add files. What can we get? If we go on. What would it be in? Resin? Fish. Trying to find fish. I used to give them feet, you see. I'll just add some random ones in for now. So you can see some. And I'll... Trying to see, there's a lot of pictures I can cycle. There's a fish. There we go. Right, you might have to wait a couple seconds for it to come up, but put them there. How's that? Does that look okay on your screen there? Oh, there's a thing called live chat. I hope I've not been missing people's comments, man. Don't think I have. Right, so there is a fish. So that's a fossil, that one. There's the fish. See how I've given it legs and hands? What else can we... I'll find some more bits to put in the image slideshow. Can I... How the fuck do I change this? Oh, there we go. Okay. It's mad seeing all the fucking different things I've made over the years, though. Because it's fucking years worth of it all, man. It's mint. That's got a bit of a fish on. The cost of it all varies, man, when I buy it, but it depends how many I buy, where I buy them from. I get them from pet shops mostly. Buy them frozen. Snake food. Let's see if we've got... So you start seeing different pictures now. Might put that last one then on a canvas. big canvas. There's a mouse in a wheelchair with gout. That's the business mouse. I like him as well, this troll fella. Excuse me. Breasted centaur. Troll, pirate troll. Fossil. A fish coming up in a second, I think. There's a fish head. Went all bubbly though. I imagine it's got something to do with the gills of the fish, but I can't be too sure. Oh, there's loads more, Lil Boom. As you can see, if you go on the page here, there's fucking well, how many videos is there? I'm not sure if it's just shy of 2,000 videos, but there's also like fucking thousands of posts on Instagram of pictures of stuff I've made, and I want to start putting books together of the things I've made, because I've made so much stuff. Yeah, it's a mint idea, innit, big man thing. I think people would be a bit, if they realise what was going on. Like when I told you the story on the live stream before of when I had to get rid of my old freezer at work, and the guy came to remove it, and he saw all the taxidermy in the room at the studio, and he just sort of paused and freaked out a bit. And I was like, don't look in the freezer, man. Don't open the freezer. It's going to stink. It's going to make you feel sick. I've washed it. I don't mind the smell. It's going to make you feel sick. Because what had happened is the freezer had broke, and instead of cooling, was just heating up. Yeah, it was fucked because of a heat wave we had, and it was a very old, it was like a 15, 16-year-old freezer. And it just clapped out in the heat. Cooked everything and boiled everything inside it. It was disgusting. Made a right mess. It stank. But yeah, the delivery man was like, I've got to open it to check it. No, it's alright, I've got to check it, and I've got to open it to check it. And I was like, do you want me to do it? You stand well back over here. I'll take a video so you can see that it's that's the video, and you can watch it and check so you don't smell it. And he's like, no, it's fine, honestly, it'll be fine. And then he opened it, and he nearly threw up back into it. And I was like, mate, I did say, I'm sorry, bro, I did say. And he was like, no, it's fine, honestly, it's fine. Just trying to act all hard, and oh, it's fine, yeah, don't worry, like that. He's trying his hardest, mate, not to spew his ring. But though, decent guys though, tried to slip him a little tip, and they wouldn't take it. I think they just wanted to believe and be away from me. Right. Has anyone got one last question then before I go? Because I'm going to go. What? Because I'll let this hit like the hour and a half, and then I'll probably leave. So if you've got a question, ask away, or wait until next time. Either way. If not, I'll be going. I'm hoping that you all go and listen to the podcast tomorrow, though. We got new people in the Discord, though, which is good. I've done foxes, Lil Boom. That's probably the biggest I've gone. My studio's upstairs, so I can't really be dragging horses and cows and that upstairs and bigger animals. That's about the biggest I could probably get, is maybe a deer. But the biggest I can handle really is a fox, because I can carry it myself up a flight of stairs. You just shove it in a bin bag, innit? But I've done foxes. You can see a fox in these pictures actually. One wearing a hat that I did years ago. That just married there, that was done with intestines. Thought it'd be funny to have it. That's made out of chicken shins, mate. I want to make more of those. I've not made them for years. That's a Pebble Pal there. One of the first Pebble Pals. That's a ball flicker. A rat people. That's another rat people. That's the children's entertainer. That's a dog that I made, a robotic dog out of rats and a rabbit's head. Maybe we should do this. Maybe I should have a constant live stream, a constant slideshow, and just keep adding to it through the stream of things I've made. No, I probably would, you know, a stoat. I've got some, like, they're not, I don't know if they're stoats, but they're old taxidermy things. I used one of them a few years ago. I put a duck's head on it and it looked pretty good, and then I just didn't do anything with the rest. But I probably will do something with it. I've tried, that's the thing that looks like a dog with rabbit ears, that's been in this slideshow here, which it may have just been up, it may be coming up in a sec. I think it's coming up in a second actually, in about 4 pictures time. That's the Abominable Snowman. I've got a couple of them. I've kept some of them. I think, wait, let's see. Wait until you see this dog, Lil Boom. That was a robot, but it overheated because the skin, rat skin and that obviously doesn't vent. Oh yeah, they're like action figures. A lot of my stuff's completely posable. There you go. That's a robot, that dog then. But it didn't work very well. It just overheated. But a lot of my actual taxidermy is posable. Reskin a Furby. The overheat, man. Everything like that just overheats. The fabric on them sort of things is like a mesh, so the heat can get out. Otherwise, it just gets too hot and it just fucking ruins whatever's inside it. So it'd be finding a way of stopping it from. Either take it all apart and is it called resinking, copper sinking or whatever, all the circuit boards or something with a sort of like a heat resistant solder. But I don't want to do that because I don't know what I'd be doing. I don't know how to do that. I just know when I looked into it a while back, that was one of the things that was suggested. Or it would be make a mixture of skin and fabric. But then it's not all skin, so what's the point? A dancing Santa. I have got some old 70s toys which are interactive, which don't use like batteries and that and electronics, which I plan on making something with maybe towards the end of this month when I get round to it. So you can look forward to that. One of them's a flasher. He pulls his coat aside and flashes. So that'll be nice. I think people will like that. Right, guys, I'm off. Thank you for joining the stream, those of you that are here. It was nice to see you, Lil Boom. I'm glad you came and joined. Spank Me Gimp, I'm glad you came back. Shulk's gone, but he might have come back for the end and watched it. Big Man Ting, it was nice that you came over here. And whoever else is still here. Z left, I don't know who else is here. But I'll see you in a bit, guys. Thanks for watching. Go and watch some of my videos on here, mate. There's loads of new ones. There's always new stuff. Oh, go on. No, I started the taxidermy at university, Lil Boom. It was during a university course. I misunderstood the course and made the rat into a pencil case. That's why I ended up in the paper in the first article. But see you in a bit, guys.